What's going on, boxing fans? Julian Williams here at the distance. Got a prediction video for you guys tonight. This one's for Sakio Bika versus Andre Ward. Matchup takes place on November the 27th. One matchup that I'm not going to do a prediction for, that a couple people have asked me to do, is for Freddie Hernandez versus Andre Berto. I don't particularly care much for that fight, so, and on top of that, to me, I just think it could be just a one-sided Berto fight. Who knows, but I'm just gonna say in this video, I think that Andre Berto is gonna win that matchup I think he will get a decision against Hernandez. But onto the fight that I want to break down and talk about, Sakio Bika versus Andre Ward. Sakio Bika is a fighter that me personally, I did think that was slept on when they were choosing the fighters for the Super 6. He was IBO Super Middleweight champion. He was a fighter. He frustrated Joe Calzaghe. He had faced Lucian Bute, won the contender for the super middleweights, and I would think that I thought that he would like get a shot in the Super 6 tournament. I thought he would, and and the victory over Manfredo was quite impressive. I believe he knocked him out, but I just thought that Bika was pretty much a deserving fighter for this tournament. I think if anybody deserved a shot, more so than Darrell or possibly Ward, I thought Sakio Bika deserved a shot in this tournament. Hell, more so than Jermaine Taylor, I thought. But Sakio Bika this isn't a tournament fight, okay? It's just a matchup for Andre Ward's WBA super middleweight crown, and this right here is actually going to be the true test for Andre Ward. And the reason that's going to be the true test is because this is an opponent who gave, higher level super middleweights trouble. Like Joe Calzaghe, who is perhaps one of the best super middleweights of all time, has the most title defenses. He frustrated Joe Calzaghe. I saw some of the Bute fight, and he was there, he was fighting with Bute the entire time, watched the match with Codrington. And Codrington, that's a little different because Codrington is B-level at most. Manfredo was kind of, B-level as well. But he's a guy that comes to fight each and every time and knows how to frustrate his opponents. Andre Ward, switch hitter, quite technical, pretty good on the inside, pretty much boxing outside, very athletic, good hand speed, very quick reflexes. Perhaps, pretty much, I think the most physically gifted fighter in this tournament. Boxing ability along with athletic ability. It's a pretty good combination for any boxer. But in this fight, Andre Ward from the win, I think that Andre Ward is going to have to avoid Bika on the inside, because Bika is the type of fighter that will rough you up. He'll roughhouse you and use all kinds of rough tactics on the inside to frustrate his opponents. Sometimes he comes forward with the head, and not only that though, I think that Ward does want to fight this matchup at Orthodox. I think he wants to do this fight at Orthodox because the southpaw, the weird angle with southpaws and Orthodox fighters. And I'm like, if he's on the inside, he may want to. I mean, if he's on the outside, he's definitely going to want to fight Orthodox, because Bika, Bika in that head, he could come forward with that head and how he lunges down when he's throwing his punches, and he throws a lot of punches from out of range, but he knows how to land those punches. But sometimes he knows how to land his head as well. So I think he does need to do this matchup as an Orthodox fighter. If he switch hits, maybe be for a few seconds to confuse him, but I think he does need to do this fight as an from an Orthodox stance. I think for Andre Ward just needs to. I think he does need to keep his range in the match, keep a kind of a mid-range jab from the outside, work from the outside, throw some combinations, move, and use angles to because Bika's gonna come forward. Use angles to and throw from him. Throw from the angles if he goes inside, work really fast on the inside, have a very good work rate inside. Don't lay in the inside too much. Don't lean the head down because I think Bika's going to go for the uppercut. But just don't stay inside for too long because Bika might, sneak in a pretty good punch inside. You'll never know with Sakio Bika because Bika, he may have some tricks up his sleeve for this matchup. But overall, I think it's just staying on the outside, keeping the mid-range, throwing combinations from the outside, and if he goes inside, I'll work him on the inside. But as soon as he throws his shots on the inside, he has to come back. He has to protect himself. He has to protect himself and go back outside, because if he gets inside, then I think Bika's gonna roughhouse him. I think he's gonna roughhouse him. I think he's gonna throw some pretty good shots to the body if he's inside, and maybe we could possibly see a headbutt, clash of heads. But I think overall that's what Ward needs to do in this matchup. Sakio Bika in this matchup, Sakio Bika does a good job of landing the right hand from out of range, and he kind of loops those punches. He loops those punches, and he loops them in an awkward style, from an awkward range, in an awkward position to where it just lands. It doesn't land at a high percentage, but it lands when it needs to, when it counts. When it counts and when it matters the most. Sakio Bika in this matchup, has to kind of set little traps for Andre Ward. He's gonna have to find a way to counter him inside. He's gonna have to find a way to bring him inside. Kind of sucker him inside. Counter him inside, and try to go over the top with the left hook, or try to go over the top with the overhand right, or use the jab to find a way to land that looping right hand. I think pretty much if he finds his shots and he finds his range, if he can land these shots from out of range, if he can continuously come forward, and I think also if Ward kind of catches himself inside, because Ward does in the last couple fights against Green and Kessler, two fighters who have shown deficiencies inside, he might feel comfortable trying to go inside against Sakio Bika. Sakio Bika needs to rough him up, fight him to the body, continuously work, try to continuously work on the inside, counter inside, and follow up the shots. Follow up his shots with another big power shot. And I think that Sakio Bika could win this fight based on using that solid countering, effective aggression, and just coming forward. I think pretty much that's going to be Sakio Bika's way, keys to victory. But overall, this is a really good matchup. I like this matchup, though. I'm a little disappointed that Ward versus Darrell isn't happening, and another Al Heyman fighter, Sakio Bika, is taking the place of Darrell. But overall, we do get a really good fight, and Sakio Bika is getting an opportunity that I do believe that he deserves. But the question is, what's it going to do to the tournament if Sakio Bika wins? That's one of my main questions, and something that a lot of people are more likely curious about. But overall, I think that Andre Ward should take this matchup by a unanimous decision. I think he's going to fight a very well disciplined fight. I think he's going to fight well disciplined. I think he has that athleticism, and I think the athleticism will get him very far, along with his boxing IQ. I think fundamental boxing, the boxing IQ, and athleticism is going to get him really far in this matchup. And Bika, I think, is going to give a valiant effort. So I'm going to go with Andre Ward, unanimous decision. But anyway, guys, that was the distance. Thanks for watching. Peace.